You kind of figure with the two guys out, it was going to be a battle down to the wire like that?
Yeah, no question. I mean, you're on the road. It's late February. It's their senior night, and two of our starters not able to play. Two guys that have been great for us in every game they've played. We knew it was going to be a tough battle. And, I think it says a lot about Lorenzo Romar. It says a lot about UW, their program, their team, the fight that they had tonight. I thought they played really hard, and they played at a very, very high level. I mean, we had to, scratch and claw and fight and make plays to have a chance to win. And I know we had a couple guys down, but I thought their effort level was great. And I think it says a lot about the coach when this late in the year, when a lot of things haven't gone well for them, that they played so well and so hard. And, Markelle Fultz is one heck of a player.
Kadeem and game gear out there. I mean, I'm wondering, were you even tempted the way, especially when Markelle got it going there?
No, in that situation, it's important you listen to the trainer, Justin, not Kadeem. And Kadeem just wants to play, but it wasn't in Kadeem's best interest to play. He could have really hurt himself, so we're not going to put him at risk. And I listened to Justin. So, having him go through warm-ups was more about the future. It was good for him to go through warm-ups because we anticipate him making a full return this coming week.
Dusan, how close was he to getting back tonight?
I don't know. Dusan has a mild ankle sprain. He has a little bit of swelling, grade 1. X-rays were negative. But he hasn't really dealt with this, so it's kind of like the first time he's gotten injured like this. And so it kind of knocked him back. My hope is here over the next few days, he starts to see that he's going to be okay and that we can get him back. But I don't really have a good feel for him.
Alonzo's shot had been off a little bit the last couple of games. How important were those, I guess, early threes just from a confidence and getting into a rhythm standpoint?
The thing about Alonzo you have to remember is he missed 19 games. So he's at that point where a player generally is in early December. But everybody around him and who plays against him is further along. So I think sometimes one of the reasons his shot percentage isn't as high is he hasn't necessarily taken great shots. Every once in a while he makes a decision to take one when maybe he shouldn't, or maybe he has a drive and for whatever reason he shoots a contested shot. So I think we've tried to just get him to think about slowing the game down, taking what the defense gives, because if he's open, if he gets quality shots, there's nothing wrong with his shot. It's just at the beginning, he got, I thought, 3 really good looks against their zone, and that's the type of shooter that he is, for sure. But I'm glad he made them. I think it was good for our team's confidence because I thought our zone attack and how we handled their zone was one of the reasons we won.
Was that, in general, maybe one of the better instances where you kind of integrated Alonzo into the offense? I mean, it takes a while to do that.
Yeah. We're getting better with it, but, part of the problem when you have guys that are injured is, today was different. There's certain things that we normally don't do that we did. There's certain things we wish we could have done, but we couldn't because, we didn't have our full cast.
What about, you had Alonzo on Markelle a lot, too. I mean, how was that balance with the effort he did and, you don't want to take too much away?
He did a good job. He had a couple tough fouls, but Markelle Fultz really puts you in a bind. It feels like you're fouling him, and that's why he got to the line as many times as he did. He's one heck of a player.
Sean, besides Fultz's just talent, I mean, is there something about the way he plays the game, the way he carries himself that impresses you?
Usually when a guy is as big as he is, they act like they're point guards, but they really aren't. Because if you had a smaller, quick, dynamic player against them, they almost can't face up. He's so fast and fluid with his dribble that it amazes me that he really is a point guard. And it doesn't matter. Matter of fact, he punishes little guards. It's tough to play a point guard against him because he's so big, and their size doesn't negate anything he does. But he's him and Lonzo Ball, man, it's almost an honor to be in the conference with those two guys because I have a funny feeling into the future of a decade, we're all going to look at them as two of the great guards in the NBA. I really believe that. He's a special talent, special player, and very difficult to deal with.